Hi everybody, I'm Lisa with Your Health Your Way. I decided that for 7 days I would like to incorporate more alkaline foods into my diet. It will include juices, green smoothies, salads, and some cooked dishes that do not involve animal protein. I'll see how I feel at the end of 7 days, so I'm curious. And there are different reasons why I'm doing this plan. Today we're going to start with the green juice. So what I have here is half of a lemon, a stalk of kale, a stalk of broccoli with all the florets in it, 1 medium cucumber, 2 stalks of celery, about 1 inch of raw ginger, and 4 stalks of chard, a couple of handfuls of fresh spinach. So as you know, with the Omega juicer, it's longer than putting all your produce through the centrifugal juicer. However, it extracts more nutrients from them, so you're getting more, and it makes the produce stretch longer. So a lot of it isn't wasted, unlike when you use the centrifugal juicer. So let's take a look and see what happens and how this comes out. Now they say that when you put your produce, you shouldn't put all of the same type of fruit or vegetable at one time. You should vary it up. So like I'll put a couple of pieces of broccoli, and then maybe the ginger, and then I'll go to something else, as opposed to doing all the broccoli and then all the cucumber and then all the chard, etc. Some people recommend cutting the vegetables in half, like instead of a huge celery stalk, cut it in smaller pieces. I just kind of put the whole thing in there. I like things efficient, effective. Is that another way of saying lazy? I don't know. But that would be cool. The easier you make it for yourself, the more likely you are to do this on a regular basis. Even if you just have 1 green juice a day, you're going to be doing your body a huge favor. One of the reasons I started looking into specifically the alkaline factor of this is because due to the way Kurt and I both have currently been eating, me more so with the kinds of foods that I eat, because I also do eat animal protein, but we both do, because we both do a lot of milk and desserts and stuff, so I guess we both do. But because of the stuff I've been consuming, I feel the need to alkalize. One of the problems that I've had because of the things I've been eating is really bad reflux, and I have found that the vocal cord dysfunction that I was diagnosed with, the asthma that I was diagnosed with, and other sinus infections, flu-like symptoms, might actually have to do with reflux. I'll make a video on that at another time. Because what I've noticed is the worse I eat, the more reflux I have. And it's usually when I eat poorly that I start getting sick, more sensitive to fragrances, sinus infections, and then I end up on inhalers and steroids and all kind of medication. And I end up sick in bed for like 10 days without really being able to work, talk, and coughing. But I think that this postnasal drip and the reflux are intertwined. I've read about this. So the crappier I eat, the more I get the reflux, which causes the postnasal drip. The crappier I eat, the more sensitive I am to fragrances and chemicals, which causes the postnasal drip. The postnasal drip can trigger the reflux. It's a cycle. It just goes back to the fact that showing that everything our bodies are, it's all interconnected. When one system is affected, other systems are too. It's not something you just isolate. I love how people go to doctors and they have to go. I went one time with an individual, accompanied them to the doctor who went for low back pain. This orthopedist was talking about the low back pain, what she should be on, what she should take, medication, of course. And then she mentioned she just so happens to have, no, I'm sorry, she went for knee pain. She went for knee pain, he was addressing that. And then she mentions, oh, by the way, I also have swelling in my ankles. And would you believe that doctor said, oh, that's not in my field, you have to go see a different doctor about that. Didn't even guide her as to what type of specialist. But it just amazes me how modern medicine just separates things. So going back to the reflux issue, I really think all my issues are interrelated. And we eat in ways that make our bodies acidic. Animal protein, grains, even gluten-free grains for some people. Animal protein to include milk and eggs. It's all a matter of how much you do. I mean, I've just been eating a lot of everything. So that really triggers a lot of health issues. Exercising makes our bodies acidic, as good as it is for us. So since I am exercising, I also want to balance that out with making my body more alkaline. There's nothing magic about alkalinity. It's basically if you eat more fruits and vegetables, you're going to be more alkaline than acidic. And I'm not talking about changing the blood pH and stuff like that. There's a lot of information about what acidosis and what alkalinity mean. What I'm doing here is just putting the, trying to mash down a little bit of the pulp that collected in this receptacle. And what I would normally do, but I wanted to kind of make a short, quick, simple video today. I normally would take this juice because it's still going to have a little bit of something, a little bit of pulp or some stuff. Some people don't mind that, but I like it really thin. I don't like to feel little hairs and particles and strings or whatever when I'm drinking it. But I'm not. I'm going to drink it like this. Normally I put it through the Vitamix and then put it through a cheesecloth strainer and drink it like that. But I'm going to have this. Holy crap, that's kind of spicy with the ginger. It's really green. I'm used to drinking green juices more than green smoothies. But even in juices, I normally add apple. I didn't even add apple to this. So this is really green. The lemon kind of helps make it just a touch on the more interesting side, break up the green taste a little bit. So this will be breakfast for me.